Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Um, on today's talk, we're going to discuss. I need my coffee. Ah, hot. Ah, yes, coffee and cream. Without you guys, I would honestly probably be depressed and I would never wake up. All right. Now we got my coffee. Hmm. How's everyone doing? I I just woke up, so I'm really tired. I'm gonna change this hat out because this one's actually really uncomfortable. That's more like it. So, uh, uh, mm, like all my other videos, nothing is really set in stone for today's recording. I'm just gonna start recording and see where it takes us. So, you guys ever watch movies or TV shows? What about Family Guy? I like watching Family Guy. My favorite character has to be Beater. Beater Griffin. The bird is the word. That is scientifically proven. Hot. So I gotta be honest with you guys, I just started recording. But anyways, have you guys ever So, you guys ever sleep in your bed and you ever start tossing and turning and you like accidentally pull up all your covers and now your like feet are exposed and the demons will start sucking in your toes? Don't you ever just hate that? That's why I always sleep with socks on. We're gonna let that wash over the audience. Oh, I guess because I got nothing else to talk about, I guess I'll talk about the whole hat thing and what my whole YouTube videos are about. How do I get my hats? Well, on Amazon, they have a whole selection. A couple of them I got for Christmas. Some of them were gifts just because. A lot of them were all purchased by me. That's kind of epic because you can get them off Amazon and they're authentic. Now, authentic Soviet hats off Amazon. Well, don't worry because they're only $60. But there's none from World War II. There's none from the 60s. This one is from 1977. They're not that rare. Considering the Soviet Union existed for 69 years, literally, look it up. You know, they had like a wide selection of hats you can get, especially between the 70s and the 80s. Production of those hats just went all the way up. Now, of course, this one is for the Navy. Why am I interested in the Soviet Union? But the Soviet Union, under Joseph Stalin's rule, killed 28 million people. And more statistics show that 32 million people technically died right after World War II, combined with the others. So, in total, around 32 million people in the Soviet Union died. Didn't the Soviet Union sneak nuclear missiles into Cuba? Wow, Justin, you filthy little communist. You anti-American. Oh wow, but wasn't the Soviet Union at a war with the Afghanistan? Yes to all those. But I like to collect things. Here's what do 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 bear near. Why is it that the Soviet Union and Nazi Germany, what makes the Soviet Union better? What makes the Soviet Union? The Soviet Union statistically killed more people, but as Joseph Stalin said, death is a tragedy. A million deaths is a statistic. But here's what I gotta tell you all. I would like to collect Nazi hats, but you're all gonna call me a Nazi, and I'd much rather be called a communist than being called fascist. Also, do you know how much a little visor cap for Germany costs? Guess what? They cost over $1,000. I barely even have 60. Now, ever since November, I had like $200. And to be honest with you, I had to think of a channel idea because that's when I had Rodvlog Leibenreck, so I'm not going to make it all about, Nazi Germany, because the minute I show swastikas, I'm immediately a fascist Nazi. So if I show a hammer and sickle, people are like, oh yeah, that's good. And plus, hats from the Soviet Union are bigger, and I get them because of my favorite character from GoldenEye. Flint Eakwood. I'm sorry. It says Flint Eak Lockwood. Does it say Lockwood? I forget. No, it's cooperation. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to going to school today. Like, nothing's really happening. Other than my English class, we have to do a presentation, a PowerPoint about the civil rights movement. Um, my partner should have gotten the rest of it done, considering I technically have 3 slides, because I had to do it like beginning slide, like civil rights movement by so and so, and so technically I did 3 slides, but I helped him with the 4th one, and we need to get 9 done. So at least he hopefully got. I'd be happy if he gets 2 more slides done. 1 more slide, no. 2 more slides. It's like 25%, 45%, 25, 50, 75%, and if you get 4 more slides done on the 8 total we have, or if you get 4 more slides on the 4 we have, that can make it 8 total, and I'll be willing to do the 1 more slide. But knowing my partner, probably didn't do that, and hopefully I have 2 opportunities in Yeti time, or so they call it, and in what's it called again? Lunch, and I'll have to take my computer down to lunch and disconnect myself from my friends and declare, hey, I gotta get this done. My eyes are so irritating. My head is so itchy. The back of my head is so itchy. You know what I miss the most? I miss 2016. And I wish I could go back in time to 2016 with the information I have nowadays, so that I can tell my past self, go on Amazon, or no, I want to go back to 2016 with the memories I have. That way, I could ask my grandpa, as a 11-year-old boy, can you get me a Soviet hat? And then 2016 would be the ultimate best year. There's this one time that I went to the Army Navy surplus store. This was in 2016. I didn't have Soviet hats. I did have American hats, which I still have. It's losing its medals and its gold braiding, the gold chain to represent it's an officer, but I still have it, if that makes it. It's still American. And anyways, I go down to the Army Navy surplus store, and my grandma gets me a hat that I requested, and the guy says, hey, you can get this entire military uniform for like 50% off today. Instead of it being like $400, we're going to make it $200. Mainly because I like you two, and I think that you're the only ones that are really getting the business. This is back in 2016. He didn't say that last part, but I really do hope his business is booming so I can go back there and see what other Soviet hats or helmets he has. We go over there, and we're like, hey, get me my visor cap. I need an officer hat so I can feel like General Ormond from my favorite movie called Goldeneye. And he's like, I got you, fam. And he gets me a hat, and he gets me the uniform. My grandma pays for it. It all fits me, like, really good. Unbelievably good, actually. And that's the story of how I walked downtown Seattle for 2 hours wearing a complete uniform. It had like the 3 stars. It had the medals, authentic ones. Those ones were a lot more. Those ones were a lot of money, but the actual uniform, the jacket, is worth like no whole. It was worth like $250, something like that. The hat was the best part. I walked around that one, and when I came home, I felt so embarrassed because everyone kept on saluting me, and that's the kind of attention I did not want. And that's when I told myself, we're not going to wear any more hats out in public. So what I do in 7th grade, I wore another Soviet, not Soviet, the American one to school. It's an American hat, so obviously there's nothing really special behind it. It was at a time where we weren't allowed to wear hats. And why? There's nothing special behind it. Also, it was in 7th grade, but I'm still not going to wear these ones at the school. I refuse to. Like I said, I tried that back in 7th grade, and it didn't work out, so, I'm just not going to wear my Cold War ones. I'll wear them around my house, sure, but I don't want that one kid to go, you communist! Also, apparently at my school, there's been a mix-up between Nazism and communism. They're not similar. Right there, you already messed up. Number 2, you should know what a Nazi hat looks like. This coffee doesn't taste that good. Probably because I made it. Like I always do. Well, I'm going to end that recording there. Thanks for watching, I guess. If you didn't like my YouTube videos, please unlike, and if you don't like any one of my videos, then unsubscribe. See, I'm the opposite of those YouTube video creators who are like and subscribe. I'm more of a, if you did not like it, then please click the unsubscribe. And if you did not like a certain video, please unlike. Alright.